I really thought I could handle bad luck today, but with each battle, I just do not want to play.
Your patience is about to be rewarded. Pokemon Tournament Challenge Cup Master Ball. The opening blows are about to be exchanged in a furious battle between level 75 Pokemon.
I think it's right on, not
What's
Steelix.
the opening gambit? Ah! That attack just bounced off. It dug its way underground.
Either way, it's disappointing.
Neither combatant is showing signs of fatigue yet. What now? Whoop! That missed. What's this? It's not very effective. These Pokemon are equally fit.
So we're looking for rollout here, not Iron Tail.
It withstood that easily.
Fun rollout, we have a good shot at sweeping.
Nasty toxic! Oh, that's a miss. It's a fierce battle. The Pokemon is returning to its Pokeball. Oh, it's Aerodactyl! There's the attack. The hit lands.
I'm more inclined to believe it's Steelix now, because of the Toxic. But also because we have Aerodactyl. Anything but Steel Wing is what we're looking for here.
Wing attack! That had to hurt. Whoa, that was close. What's next? No, that didn't connect. The crowd's excitement is building from this heated battle. There's the shot! Right, that's a hit! Down it goes! That KO will bring out a new Pokemon! Oh, it's Charizard! They're both hanging.
It'd be really embarrassing if Ancient Power was not on the right.
A show of ancient power! That struck home! Oh no! Make it just like that! Just one Pokemon remains. Oh, it's Psycho! This is the last Pokemon. The number of remaining Pokemon is 3 to 1. Will this do it? Wham! The last Pokemon goes down. And there goes the battle. This is the second round. Trainers place the Pokeball containing their lead-off Pokemon on the field to start the battle. Both get ready to go. What's the opening gambit? It's not very effective. What will the other side do? A light tap. A hot battle is unfolding. This Pokemon is switching out. its executor. Sandstorm has started glowing. The Sandstorm rips and tears. How will this newly switched out Pokemon fare? Switching Pokemon. That Pokemon must not have been the right choice. Oh, it's Electrode. How's that? Ah, that didn't do much. Scouring Sandstorm burst. How will this Pokemon switch affect the flow of battle? It's the revolving door of Pokemon.
That's what I was waiting for. Oh.
This Pokemon is rejoining the battle.
That announcer line just
The other
rejuvenates
trainer
my
also
soul.
changing Pokemon.
Oh man, I was just like, ugh.
Oh, it's stealing.
And now I'm like, ah. Okay. Unfortunately, I feel like my opponent is going to switch back to their
What
Scizor
impact will this Pokemon
without
switch
hesitation
have on the
here.
battle? Oh, an abrupt Pokemon
That's
retreat.
fine. I was hoping we can get through this fight without any complications, but I don't think we will.
The Pokemon appears with a cry.
Anything but Solar Beam, and we're chilling.
What now? That didn't accomplish much.
The drain is nice. This run is tricky.
Scouring Sandstorm burst. How will this newly switched
We'll need to
out
go
Pokemon
back to
fare?
Electrode, have it die, switch to
Here
Kangaskhan,
comes the Pokemon switch.
go for Fire move,
The Pokeball opens to reveal its
and then
Pokemon.
finish up with Giga Drain, Exeggutor.
What next? Oh, that was weak. Sandstorm finally quiet. How will this Pokemon switch affect the flow of battle? A sharp attack. Yes, it's a hit.
I went for down, thinking they were gonna switch, and I was looking for, you know, explosion or something, but I found my Thunderbolt.
A hot battle is unfolding.
Explosion now?
What will it do? The hit lands
I don't know why they're
right
staying
off.
in. That's kind of
Not
annoying me.
very effective. How's that? Ah, that didn't
Them
do
staying in is really annoying.
much. Scouring
I feel like I'm gonna
Sandstorm
go for my Thunderbolt here and look like a
burst.
dumbass.
Flight from both competitors. It used Steel Wing. That did little damage.
Found Mirror Coat.
Ah, it raised its defense. Miracle. No, that didn't connect. The Sandstorm rips and tears. Yes, it's going down. We're eagerly awaiting the appearance of the
This
next
AI not
Pokemon.
switching is just
The Pokemon emerges from its Pokeball.
makes
The opponent
zero
is weak.
sense.
What an opportunity!
Alright, it was weak enough for me to try to go Exeggutor, but I'm content with the choice I made.
Dizzy Bug! That's it!
We'll let Kangaskhan get the
No
kill,
space left.
soften up the Dawn
So,
Fan,
what will be the next
and then
Pokemon?
Giga Drain should take us all the way.
This Pokemon is back for another go. It's Scouring Sandstorm.
Theoretically, I should be looking for another move.
Two Pokemon remain on each side. A sharp attack. Drill the weakness.
We are a Fire Blast Kangaskhan, which is great.
What's next? Great hit.
Do I Dizzy Punch here?
Sandstorm finally quieted. It used its held item.
There's a chance they go for Sandstorm here over
Since the raging sandstorm has
Earthquake,
gone
so I
down,
should go for Fire Blast again.
visibility has improved down on the field. Whoop, Fire Blast. Whoop, that missed. There's the attack. Hit, that inflicted some damage. Whoa, that was heated action continues.
This is a strange fight.
There's the shot. That had to hurt. Oh, it collapsed. There's only one Pokemon left to come out. Oh, it's Golem. This is the last Pokemon. There's a big HP difference between.
It's probably better to soften up with Dizzy Punch,
What now? No.
but I'm pretty sure Giga Drain one-shots anyway, so.
It dug its way underground. One Pokemon is still capable.
I guess I should have looked for other moves since I knew I was dead.
A furious attack.
Dynamic Punch Kangaskhan is okay.
There's Dig. That's it. Down it goes.
Did we lose our first Pokemon? We had a Steelix, but fought a Hera. No, not a Heracross.
And down to the last Pokemon now.
Do not know if we got to continue in the first run, dude. That's how bored I am. I'm just like so distraught from the runs leading up to this run, the bad RNG I've endured, that I just don't know what to feel. And because of that, I've gotten lazy with my memory, and I already forgot what my first Pokemon was and whether I got to continue. It was a bad Pokemon. It was a sound I didn't recognize at first. Maybe I did recognize it. I remember switching to Aerodactyl because reasons. And then Aerodactyl killed two things, including the first one. I feel weird about this team I've chosen, but I think Kangaskhan is a good choice. Dizzy Punch hits everything, and then Fire Blast hits everything else. We should only sweep through anyway. Right, this Jinx is gonna go for a predictable Ice Punch, Psychic, Datamir Coat. Icy Wind. Unfortunate, because that's not going to do that much damage. I might be faster after an Icy Wind.
What'll it do?
No, it's not.
The hit lands
That means I
right
should have
on.
gone for Mirror Coat again.
The
But
target is weakened further. Here it comes! Thunder! Yes, it's a hit! Yes, it's going down! That KO will bring out a new Pokemon! Oh, it's Moisture! The heated action continues.
I really don't want to stay in because I want to get a continue, but
What's next?
we live to the surf at least. Missing here would be rough. But I know I can safely switch into Exeggutor
On by the skin of its teeth.
if we don't kill.
Oh, what's this? A power missile.
We did kill. Worst case scenario here is Lapras.
It collapsed with only one
I think we go hard to Kangaskhan on Lapras and then just hope we can dodge any of its attacks or crit or confuse.
Incredible Pokemon force. Oh, it's Poliwrath. It's down to the last
Poliwrath is fine. We
Pokemon
can beat
now.
Poliwrath.
The number of remaining
Can
Pokemon
very
is
safely
3
switch
to 1.
into this Exeggutor, Giga Drain twice,
This Pokemon is switching out.
and then hopefully win with a continue. And then we can make our way forward. We can finally get back on track.
Oh, it's Exeggutor. There's the attack. Ah, that didn't do much. How will this newly switched out Pokemon fare? What's this? Oh, that's
Not even a competition. When submission is the best move, we just
there's the shot.
break through.
It's super effective.
There's a lot of risk going for confusion here, trying to find out what our right move is.
What'll it do? It's not
Like, I'm
very
pretty
effective.
confident it's gonna be confusion, but there's like this small chance
There, Giga Drain.
it's something as dumb as Solar Beam, or Sunny Day, or Sleep Powder, and that's only gonna waste time. We'll have opportunities to get punished further down the run if we need to use confusion, and we check our right and it isn't confusion. That's like the only case where we're gonna lose time in the future, and I'd rather save time now, guaranteed, by knowing that Giga Drain will 2 a KO. And then we'll just have to hope that we have confusion on the right. Executor is okay for this. Complements Aerodactyl really nicely. We're weak to ice. Still don't remember our first Pokemon. Not thrilled about Electrode either. Let's get our last in here, but we're going to lead Aerodactyl, and most of the time we're just going to win with Aerodactyl plus.
To a fever pitch. This is round 4.
Okay, our first was, I'm remembering now, it was a dig user. So it was probably Rhydon or Steelix, and I think I settled on it being Steelix. That sounded anywhere between a Tauros and a who knows what.
Here's the first move. Hit, that was good. What will the other side do?
Thrash user.
Accomplish much.
Not doing much damage.
What now? How powerful.
Gyarados? Guess that was a crit.
What's next? Hammer where it hurts.
Crit Thrash won't do much back.
A hot
It was enough to give me the animation, right? The first Thrash didn't make Aerodactyl use any animation.
attack. Yes, it's a hit. Oh, it has no strength left.
Don't recognize that sound, unfortunately.
We're eagerly awaiting the appearance of the next.
A lot of Pokemon they can switch to here.
Oh, it's Snorlax.
Snorlax is one of those threatening ones.
They're both hanging tough.
Taken a lot of damage up to this point. Crit Dash is nothing to sneeze at.
A light tap. There's the attack.
Strength is fine.
That's
I might die to the next strength because of that crit. Yeah. So I rushed with selecting my move here. I need Aerodactyl in case their last is Heracross.
little damage. A show of strength. Right, that's a hit. Oh, knockout.
Heracross would be very bad for
What
us.
Pokemon will appear next?
Let's learn what our last is. Most likely a fire type.
Oh, it's Tentacruel.
Tentacruel is cool.
Hot battle continues.
A lot of good moves. A lot of potential for good moves here.
How's that? The hit
Take a
lands
Hydro
right
Pump.
off.
It's better than Bubble Beam.
There it goes. Hit, that was good.
Problem is, obviously the accuracy thing, but I don't know if, I think Acid Spray,
Hydro Pump.
maybe just Acid is our most likely move on the end here, right?
Knockout.
I don't get Tentacruels that often. Having Hydro Pump is nice though.
Just one Pokemon remains. Oh, it's Machamp. This is the last
Champ
Pokemon.
is easy. Could make a case for going for our right move, just to guarantee some damage, right if they go for Earthquake.
A furious attack.
But we hit the Hydro,
Did some damage.
so now we shouldn't be able to lose this.
It dug its way underground.
Did have the dig. Should be faster to go Executor
A
here.
hot battle is unfolding.
Executor, Confusion, Especially after hitting that Hydro Pump. I think Confusion does half. Hydro Pump maybe does half.
Oh, it's Executor!
Can't know for certain.
There's the attack. That didn't
Not to mention them being faster, but I don't think they'd go for big. They'd go for a stab move, or Fire Punch, Ice Punch.
there. Confusion.
And we do have Confusion.
Super effective.
And we did kill.
There are no more remaining Pokemon. And there goes the battle.
I'm not thrilled about Tentacruel in the next fight. Aerodactyl should win on its own anyway. So I think we're gonna do that. Tentacruel behind Aerodactyl lead, and then a Kangaskhan in the back. I guess we should do Aerodactyl Kangaskhan, because Kangaskhan's my most likely switch. Tentacruel has the potential for some kind of poison move, which would be good against Meganium.
Echo all over Pokemon.
Wouldn't be very good against Executor, unfortunately.
Scores of victory. Round 5 begins now.
We can beat Rapidash pretty handily.
Vicious attack. The sunlight has turned harsh. Sparks are flying from both competitors. A show of ancient power. That's it. Yes, it's going down. Which Pokemon will join the battle now? Oh, it's Executor!
Executor is a threat.
The white-hot battle continues.
Solar Beam can do some damage here.
There's the shot. That struck home.
Is that a crit?
A sharp attack. Yes,
No,
it's
Solar
a
Beam
hit.
is good. Marginally. Pretty sure Psychic 2K is anyway.
The crowd's excitement is building from this
Depending on these stats, we might not 2KO here.
wing attack. Drilled a weakness. Oh, and
Thankfully we
down
did.
it goes.
I should be able to survive a Giga Drain from any grass type.
Is there any way of stopping
Don't
this
know if I
incredible
can stop
Pokemon
a Solar Beam user though.
Oh, it's Meganium. It's down to the last Pokemon now.
Meganium greatly incentivizes me to switch to try and preserve a continue here, but
A furious attack. It's super effective.
just roll with it.
How's that?
Giga Drain's fine.
The hit
It
lands
might
right on.
live another wing attack after Giga Drain, which would be a little annoying.
The sunlight has grown weaker. With the harsh
But we're not
sunlight
really going for any other play here.
conditions appear to be
Either
changing.
get a continue from killing here, or
There it goes.
deal with only having 1 or 2 continues. Did live.
What will do?
Did live.
A light hit. It's a fierce battle.
Alright, looking good. Looking good. Picking up pace here.
Will this do it? Wham!
Able to potentially pull off a fast time.
This battle.
We have Thunder, Mirror Coat, Electrode.
There goes the battle.
I think our best follow-up is Executor. I'm pretty sure I've had the core of Aerodactyl, Electrode, Executor in the past, so kind of boring. But they cover each other's bases very nicely. Very nicely indeed. We're a little vulnerable to ice users, but most ice users are water types at a baseline, or have. Most water types can learn ice moves, and there are no other like pure ice types really, pretty sure. Not crazy. Nope. Definitely want to lead Electrode. If they switch to a ground type, we want to make the hard switch to Executor on a dig. Was going to lead Aerodactyl though. There's no way, right?
What's the opening damage? That didn't
Okay.
accomplish much.
I went for Mirror Coat. Just a bit of a gamble.
Mirror coat. Hit. That inflicted some damage. A hot battle is
Could make a
unfolding.
case for switching.
What now? Oh, that was weak. What's this?
Okay, I thought they would change up their
Oh,
moves.
that's a miss. Sparks are flying from both competitors. What's next?
Thought they would change up their moves.
Oh my!
Wow.
Missed again.
Ugh. Like, I'm 90% sure they won't go for Thunder now.
No, that didn't connect. The heated action
I'm so confident they're going to switch or do some other move here now.
How's that?
Okay.
It's tripped by
Ooh,
paralysis.
please.
What'll it do?
Thank you.
Yes, it's a hit. There it is.
So, that second turn, no way of knowing if I went first or second. Usually, you're the faster Pokemon in the mirror matchups. At least,
The battle now.
historically speaking, that's what I've seen the most of.
Oh, it's Ursaring.
But it is far from a guaranteed encounter.
They're both
We're not really weak against water types. Me being paralyzed isn't great either.
trainers switching
But
Pokemon.
when there's an opportunity to preserve a continue, there's not really much incentive not to switch.
Oh, it's Aerodactyl. What now?
Baiting Earthquake is
No
also
damage at all.
big,
Pokemon switch effect
big
the
play
flow
there.
of battle. This Pokemon is
Really?
switching out.
What are we switching to? Don't have an electric type anymore.
Oh, it's Vaporeon.
Vaporeon makes a lot of sense.
What's this? That was a glancing blow. How will this newly switched out Pokemon fare?
I'm not thrilled about my switch either, because they can go for Aurora Beam, Ice Beam, Blizzard. Bite is pretty good.
Oh, it's Executor.
And depending on what their water move is here, we could be seeing a lot of trouble.
What's next?
Waterfall's great. Weakest water move I could think of. We'll take that pretty easily.
What will this Pokemon switch have on
And then
the
if they go
back?
for Ice Beam, Aurora Beam, we'll probably be fine.
A sharp attack. Bam!
As long as Bite doesn't flinch.
There's the shot. That had to hurt.
Good damage. Do we switch back here? On their Bite?
It used its held item to restore HP. A hot battle
Nah, I
is
think we just go for
unfolding.
another Giga Drain.
Vicious attack. That struck home.
Okay.
There, Giga Drain. It's super effective.
There's a certain amount of time.
By the
Oh!
speed.
Okay, that's fine. We switch on the Bite, kill with Wing Attack.
The crowd's excitement is building from this heated
There's a
battle.
certain amount of time after a
The Pokemon
damage
is returning to its
where
Pokeball.
you'll hear the announcer say, "Oh, it flinched." And both times I didn't hear it, so I
This Pokemon is back
internally
for
felt
another go.
that I did not
The
get flinched.
opponent is weak. What an opportunity. There's the attack.
That's why I'm able to say,
Unlike
"Good. Good result."
How will this
All that kind of
Pokemon
stuff.
switch affect the
Everything that
flow
I
of
listen
battle?
to timing-wise helps me understand whether or not a Pokemon lived, died,
Wing attack. Right,
flinched.
that's a hit. There it is.
Tons of little tiny audio cues like that. Like the easiest one is Attract. You'll hear the Attract noise, but you won't hear the announcer simultaneously. That's an obvious one, easy one.
The Pokeball opens to
Then there's
reveal
things
its
like
location.
waiting for the animation to run out.
Pokemon.
Depending on what happens, the animation might take longer or shorter
How's that? Hammer where it hurts.
for dealing damage like that. So there have been times where I've one-shot a Pokemon and I thought I didn't kill,
Accomplish much.
but that's just because the animation took so extra time.
What's this? That's it.
Boost?
Oh, that was close.
Darn.
What's next? Oh, that was weak.
Okay, we preserved another continue.
Battle is unfolding.
What are we doing for the next round?
Could this be it? Out of there.
Don't think we want Tentacruel. I'd be okay with Kangaskhan. Dynamic Punch could be relevant against like an Umbreon. Definitely think we get more value out of Electrode than Exeggutor, so I think we're going Electrode lead, which is good against most things. Or do we lead... You know what? I think we lead Aerodactyl here, actually. The only lead that Aerodactyl hates here is Starmie. And if they lead Starmie, I don't mind going hard into Electrode. We'll be faster. We'll have to hit a Thunder if they go for a Hydro Pump, for example. And then we'll have to hope we don't die. But they probably don't have Hydro Pump. They usually have Psychic if they lead Starmie again. And if they lead anything else, Aerodactyl just gets a nice chunky hit in. Alright, Kangaskhan will be our second, not our Electrode. So we just gotta be mindful of that, and then we're chilling.
Despite their numerous battles, the remaining Pokemon still look ready for more.
Alright, here we go. Don't deeply recognize that sound, but
What's the
Golem would be the
opening
worst result.
game? A light path.
It's probably a Golem.
Ah, it raised its evasiveness. The heated action.
I'm gonna try looking for Steel Wing or Toxic.
Oh, look! There is a sudden downpour.
Rain Dance is interesting. I'm really thinking it's Golem.
It's still padding its
Didn't
stats.
quite catch the sound it made though, is the issue.
Sparks are flying.
I'm gonna go for Wing Attack, gauge it again. What the announcer says.
What'll it do? The hit glanced right off.
It's making me even more nervous. Because now I don't even know if
It's
Kangaskhan is the
concentrating on
right
improving
direction.
its stats. The white-hot battle continues.
If I have Steel Wing, it's gonna be up. Let's try one more hit.
There's the attack. That was a glancing blow.
Okay. I have no idea what this Pokemon is.
What now? That struck home.
Blizzard is strong. It's not a ground type.
They're both hanging tough.
Or is it? I don't think it's a ground type. Let's go Electrode and try Thunder.
Here comes a Pokemon switch.
We'll have one turn of Thunder. We've hit 3 times, which is great. So, as long as it's not a ground type, this Thunder should kill.
Electrode.
As long as Blizzard doesn't freeze, we'll be on our way.
What's next? A light
Okay.
hit.
What is this Pokemon?
What impact will this
I'll feel
Pokemon
really silly if this
have on
is
the battle?
somehow a ground type, but it might be Tauros.
Here it comes. Thunder. Hit. That
Tauros would
was
make the
good.
most sense for having Blizzard, and
Oh, it has no strength left.
yeah, that sounds Taurosy. Could also have been Gengar, but I think Gengar would have died to all 3 of those hits, frankly. Should have died to 2 Ancient Powers. Definitely died to Ancient Powers
Oh,
when
it's
attack.
Exeggutor.
Straight into
The
Steel Wing.
rain finally stopped.
If only taken a Blizzard, and it was from presumably a Tauros, we can go for a Psychic Mirror Coat here.
Great hit.
Should do some nice damage.
Miracle. this? Right, that's a
Wow.
hit. Down it goes.
So I didn't want to go Aerodactyl there because it would have died to a Psychic after a Blizzard, potentially.
There's only one Pokemon left to come out.
Let's see how it goes.
Oh, it's Houndoom. This is the last Pokemon. Sparks are flying from both competitors.
There's no way I'd die to a Houndoom here.
The Pokemon is returning to
Right?
its Pokeball. The Pokemon emerges from its Pokeball. There's the attack. That was a glancing blow.
That could be Crunch, but I'm gonna wager it's Bite.
How will this newly switched out Pokemon
Bite
fare?
means we probably live the next hit.
A furious attack. That struck home. What'll it do? The hit glanced right off. Both Pokemon show signs of fatigue.
Got a lot of continues. Played a lot of these fights excellently.
Wing attack. Yes, it's a hit.
Just had good matchups, frankly. The real fights that are challenging are the ones where, like, if you think back toward the team we had for the second fight, right, where they had a Scizor and they had a Steelix, and we couldn't safely switch, right? We used Thunder. They switched to their ground type. We switched to Exeggutor to predict it. They switch back to Scizor. Those are the hard fights because you can't just get damage off. You can't freely attack. You have to play around them switching. And that's why it was so hard for us to hit those Thunders, right? I was so nervous that they were just going to switch once they saw us go for Thunder, but we kept using Thunder and they kept not switching. And it threw me off. Those are challenging fights, but when we have a good matchup, like the 6th fight we just had, the 7th fight we just had, you just kind of win. Not really a challenge. I think I'm going to go ahead and run Hydro Pump Tentacruel for this fight. Because we have Rain Dance Aerodactyl, there's a good chance that we can just cheese a win here. Especially with the Crobat lead.
A sharp attack. Bullseye.
It's faster though. It's a little nervous. Got me a little nervous.
Vicious attack. It's
Get a boost? Darn.
It's a fierce battle.
I'll stay in. I don't think it's gonna 2 a KO with Steel Wing. Crobat's super weak.
There's the attack. That had to hurt.
There's always a chance it could miss too.
A show of ancient power. Drill no weakness. Oh, and down it goes. The next Pokemon needs to be prepared. Oh, it's Lapras. A hot battle is
The smart
unfolding.
play here is Rain Dance. But my play is going to be Ancient Power. Crit is nice.
Ride that, sir.
Okay.
Yes, it's a
I think we're gonna go for Mirror Coat on Electrode once more. I think Electrode's my second.
Pokemon. Oh, it's Tentacruel.
Okay. We are going to be going for Acid Spray. It's probably just Acid. Double team.
Ah, it raised its evasiveness. A flash of Confuse Ray.
Confuse Ray.
Oh, that's a miss.
Miss.
There's a big HP difference between the two combatants. What now? Ah, that didn't do much. Oh, its speed is
Icy
down.
Wind Tentacruel is not very good against Lappers.
There's the attack. Oh my!
It's
missed
the one
again.
going for Confuse Ray.
One Pokemon is still capable of going up, but the other one looks tired. Acid Blast. That's it. There it is. Knockout.
Acid Blast.
There's only one
Never
Pokemon
change.
left to come up.
Pokemon Stadium. Never change.
Oh, it's Meganium. This is the last Pokemon. The crowd's excitement
It's not an
will
easy
build
matchup
from
for
the
us.
speed
Earthquake
attack.
Meganium is kind of good here.
What'll it do? It withstood that
We do have a
easily.
double team stack though.
Yes, it's working. How's that? That was
Strength is
glancing
fine.
blow. These Pokemon are equally fit.
Okay,
There's
Icy Wind's a
plenty of
little
life
too
left
weak.
in both of them.
We've taken no damage and that strength is weak too, so let's
What's
just
next? It appears to be an perfect
acid our way
match.
down. No, it sounded way too weak.
What's this?
I think we gotta go with Icy
I
Wind.
like that.
Unfortunately.
Unfolded.
Now is this Meganium Giga Drain or Razor Leaf?
What now? Ah, that attack just bounced off.
Man, both these moves are weak. I'm pretty sure Icy Wind's our best move. We have higher special than attack, I would imagine.
There's the attack. No, that didn't connect. The white hot
The accuracy is another consideration, but I think also Acid is a lower base power, so Icy Wind should be our best choice here. Don't think it's a fort. Oh, nice. It was a fort KO. In fact, probably would have killed if I didn't go for Acid.
That was a glancing blow. Sparks are flying from both competitors.
That was a weird run at the end. A lot of quick and easy fights
Wham!
all the way through.
There are no more remaining Pokemon.
Sub 45 ain't bad.
Congratulations! The champion has been
Sub 45 ain't bad. That was a weird one. I don't know. I've said this before. Any runs that have Aerodactyl, I just kind of like not even really pay attention. Just kind of go through the motions because they're kind of free. Aerodactyl is just that strong. Was Steelix not right on? Which again, I after switching to Aerodactyl, it made it more likely that we had a ground type, steel type in the front rather than the ancient power. You know, the rock type second. You're usually not gonna have two rock types. Kangaskhan was interesting. Signature was fine. Electrode was cool with the mirror codes actually. Welcome, Linkmon. Glad you could join us, lurking in the chat. Sorry for getting this out later than usual. As you can see by the number of tries we've done, yesterday's run was ridiculous because you're not going to know this unless you were here for the stream live at twitch.tv. But the first fight, I had a Steelix. I forget what happened, but it basically came down to my last Mon Steelix for the first fight, and their last Mon Scizor. I hit my first Mud Slap, they missed Steel Wing. I hit 6 Mud Slaps in a row, and they didn't die. And they hit 6 Steel Wings in a row. With progressively worse accuracy, they were hitting every Steel Wing. I think they missed 1 Steel Wing with 6 accuracy drop. So I went for 7 Mud Slaps. Maybe 8 Mud Slaps. And they missed 2 Steel Wings. 1 at the start, and 1 near the end. And it tilted me. It made me so upset that I just couldn't stream the rest of yesterday. So I made up for it today. We had some rough starts on the stream before this one too, as you can see. I had 2 more runs that died in the first fight, but we got there with casual Aerodactyl win. Because guess what? Aerodactyl is a pretty strong Pokemon when it always has Wing Attack or Fly and Ancient Power, 2 very reliable moves for getting out damage and all that. But anyway, it's going to be the end of that.